Ella, and today on KMS Cougar News, we'll be getting a variety of breaking news stories from grade 6 Team America. I'm Ella.
Kira.
Briar.
And I'm Sage, and this is
KMS Cougar News.
Hi, I'm Kira. Today on KMS Cougar News, we will be investigating the secret musical world behind the door of Mrs. Hart's math class, along with some other projects we enjoyed. And now here's Zoe, Autumn, and Ryan with the scoop.
Thanks, Kira. Today on Cougar News, we'll be investigating the secret musical world behind the door of Mrs. Hart's math class.
Now here's Ryan on the battlefield.
Wait, are we filming, guys? Are we? Oh, we are! Oh! Okay, then we should get started. Okay, anyways, students are creating songs about the order of operations. Get it? Operations. Anyways, they've sung songs from Taylor Swift! So they know.
P-E-M-D-A-S-P-E-M-D-A-S-P-E-M-D-A-S, PEMDAS is the order.
Oh, I love that song, and I'm a karaoke pro.
What a great song to memorize the order of operations, PEMDAS.
But, I like Taylor Swift better!
Well then, next to the next project. Okie dokie. Going along with the theme of PEMDAS, another project we are doing is the order of operations writing.
We had 3 students, and we wrote about them, each solving an order of operations problem.
Only one of them got it correctly.
It was Fred. We each wrote paragraphs about who got it right and who got it wrong. Fred got it right.
No, don't tell them.
Each student has to be graded, but we won't know until the end of the trimester.
I'm better now.
Okay, what's next?
Oh yeah, we're working on our GCF and LCM books. Now I remember.
We chose a problem that we had to solve and then write them out into books. We used a ramp process.
R stands for read. Reading is so much better than that stupid TV.
A stands for attack. Attack that prompt.
M stands for model. I am that cool.
P stands for problem solve. We want you to solve that problem.
And S stands for solve. Is that it? Solve? No, it's not solve. It's not solve. Let me think.
It stands for summarize. Like summer.
In summer.
Everybody hates that song.
No, they don't. Well, that was very educational.
Indeed.
I did the bicycle problem.
Jelly bean.
And I did the Mr. Jensen markers and paper problem.
Well, that was just very, very boring.
Hey! No fighting on set. You do know we're filming here.
Back to you, Kira.
Matthew's out.
Thanks, guys. Now to Sage.
Hi, I'm Sage. In social studies, we are going on a field trip to the time of our old cousins. And when I say old, I mean real old. And now to JD, Andrew, Alex, Tim, and Timmy.
In Mrs. Pierce's class, we learned about the 5 types of early hominids. These include the Australopithecus afarensis, the Homo habilis, the Homo erectus, the Neanderthals, and the Homo sapiens sapiens, who are also called the modern man.
We will now switch over to JD and Timmy by Mr. Pierce's classroom, where he can highlight the Homo sapiens sapiens and one of our thrilling projects that happened right in Mr. Pierce's classroom.
Enjoy an exhilarating virtual expedition through the caves of La Chaux, France, where Homo sapiens sapiens once gathered to smear their emotions onto rough cave walls. Through a series of handprints and other various figures, they mixed numerous oils and colored powders to create vibrant images on the bland gray stone.
The Homo sapiens sapiens were most advanced hominid that consisted of human-like features unlike the Neanderthals, as recent studies show.
The Homo sapiens sapiens survived due to their advanced tools and unique skills. They developed numerous technologies to improve their lives. These hominids are responsible for the modern humans we are today.
Thank you, JD and Timmy. JD and Timmy just covered this rapidly developing story as it unravels.
Thank you for watching our update on Mr. Pierce's 6th grade class. Back to you, Sage.
Thanks, guys. Now to Ella.
Hi, it's me again. In Mr. Kittler's science class, we are looking into bacteria by using microscopes. The galleries and ponds come and investigate it.
Hello, Mr. Killer. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. What are your students learning so far in this chapter?
Well, right now, let's just say we just finished up our unit on bacteria, unicellular organism, and before that we talked about the characteristics of living things and the bare necessities of living things. And now we've jumped into how we classify these living things into their own species.
Interesting. So I remember in the class you mentioned about 6 characteristics of life. Would you like to explain how it's a living thing?
All right. Well, scientists, when something is discovered, scientists observe and run tests on the organism to find out whether or not they obtain these 6 common characteristics. They being one, they've made their cells. They have DNA. They reproduce their own kind. They react to stimuli.
Okay, so DNA, cells, react to stimuli, use energy, grow and develop, and what did I say?
Reproduce? We say that one?
I don't think I said that. Reproduce. There
They
we go.
reproduce, but important, they reproduce their own kind, right?
Yeah.
A cat can't give birth to a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
All right. Next question. Is this your favorite unit that you're teaching right now?
Class, I don't know if I have I guess I do have a favorite. I really enjoy teaching genetics because I think it's exciting for the students because they kind of come in with a blank slate about genetics. They don't know anything, and genetics, when you learn about genetics, is really fascinating. That it helps you realize, really where the traits you have or the traits that any living organism have, how they're passed on generation to generation.
Interesting. So you have a lot of lizards in your classroom, and did you get these to improve learning skills, or are they just fun to have? So do you think they help improve it, like with examples?
Well, you know what, I started getting animals in my classroom about 15 years ago, and it started off that I had brought them into the classroom so that I could engage a few students that I had back then, and it was their job to care for the animals, and it made them happy. It gave them something to look forward to come into class, and then they kind of just turned into part of the classroom. And then whenever I get an opportunity to incorporate the animals into any lesson, I certainly take advantage of that. But they're just, the ultimate goal for them, or purpose for them, I should say, is just for the students to have a class pet and something that they can play with when it's used as a reward system. And it does help some students. The animals have motivated a lot of students over the years.
Nice. And I heard you are using some technology. What kind of technology are you using in the classrooms?
Well, we have the iPads. We have, technology is such a huge part of a classroom now. We have Mrs. Knappich. We also participate. We co-teach a computer class there where she's helped us work with our Google Docs. We'll have a lesson on how to graph things. Most every single unit that we have will have some sort of lesson or activity that we will be using either the iPads or the iTouches or the laptops.
Interesting. And what are your students using with the microscopes?
Well, presently we are looking at pond water that we got from a local pond over at Coolidge Field, and we have been lucky enough to find thousands of unicellular organisms that live in there. And we've seen some multicellular worms and whatnot, but it's a great teaching tool because now you actually are seeing things living under the microscope where the students haven't had that opportunity yet. They've seen prepared slides, but they haven't seen things moving. And what's really good about it is we just finished up the bacteria unit, and everybody immediately thinks that when they see these little animals swimming around that's bacteria, and they don't really have a grasp on how small bacteria is, and that when I tell them that this little protist that you see swimming around is like 5 times the size of a regular bacteria. We couldn't even see a bacteria right now. It really kind of drives that point home that bacteria are really, really small microscopic organisms. So.
Nice. All right. That's all for now. Thank you, Mr. Kidler.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
That's a cut.